Brothers and sisters, this is your brother Essa Bokarr C and the second segment on the recording where we are addressing Jammeh'S misplaced criticism towards the ICC. Now we proceed. Yahya Jammeh, the hypocritical drunkard and drug addict, cannot see the shortcomings around him and his butterfly wife, but can see what is wrong elsewhere. That is, of course, the height of absurdity and deception. ICC is not the best out of all the international organizations, but I equally challenge Yahya Jammeh to show me any organization in the world that is error-free or perfect. It does not exist, serial killer Yahya Jammeh. Go back to school and learn. If Yahya Jammeh had not been spending all his time sniffing cocaine, smoking weed and fornicating with minors, he would have read contents of many reports that were sent out there for people to see and understand, one of which is from the Amnesty International, which did not mince its words while challenging the European Union to avoid working with Libya on the issue of migrants who were crossing over to Europe. European Union was doing its best to find a way out, partnering with Libya receiving money, but at the same time torturing and killing the immigrants, and Libya calling itself an African country. European Union is being more humanitarian here, whereas Libya, an African country, is torturing and killing Africans like them. For Yahya Jammeh, it is about finding ways to attach his case to any situation, therefore try demonizing people, systems, or governments he disagrees with, simply because he is an armed bandit and he is a cocaine dealer. Most of the time, though, disagreeing with Yahya Jammeh means exposing him as a serial killer and a very corrupt, incompetent so-called president. How many links do we have there? You can see them anywhere to prove that nobody is allowing people to die in the sea. By the way, why is Yahya Jammeh not talking about the white bosses and racketeering under his watch in Banjul? State House and NIA are the very ones taking money from Gambian youngsters, issuing their passports and other documents. NIA and State House know about the network of crooks in Banjul who lure our young girls and boys to travel to Kuwait as domestic slaves or convince the desperate ones to take the back way. Of course, he is benefiting from this racketeering every day. Simply ask yourselves this question. Why is it that Yahya Jammeh is the only president making so much noise about these immigrants, but at the same time ignoring the agents who are recruiting domestic slaves for Kuwaiti employers right inside the Gambia, and to be more precise, Banjul? Ironically though, some of those agencies are right near his office but left to operate free. Answer is this. He is the one who presides over the network of human trafficking and other deals with established cells in Banjul. He exactly knows what I am referring to here. There are white bosses in Banjul which the NIA, Immigration and Army never control. They are the ones who smuggle Gambians through the back way via Mali, Kidal, Agadez, then to the dangerous seaport of Tripoli. Once Yahya Jammeh stops supplying Libya these young men and women, or these young men and young ladies from Banjul, the number of migrants taking the back way will reduce drastically. Most of those who traverse the sea do come from Gambia or pass through Gambia. NIA knows and Yahya Jammeh knows it. After calling the ICC International Caucasian Court, some of those Caucasians have honored Yahya Jammeh's other partner in Khartoum, Omar el-Bashir, with a medal, and those are certain leaders in Serbia today. Now, doesn't this further strengthen my position to that effect? That is to say, ICC is not Caucasian. Instead, it is a court pursuing serial killers like Yahya Jammeh and any other evil leader, regardless of origin, race, religion, or political affiliation. Here is another Caucasian who was jailed for 40 years by a UN tribunal. A former leader, for that matter, former Bosnian Serb leader Radovan Karadzic, is sentenced to 40 years in jail by UN judges who found him guilty of genocide for the 1995 Srebrenica massacre and 9 other war crimes. Of course, this source is from Reuters. Yahya Jammeh, are these people black leaders from Africa? Finally, Yahya Jammeh would never ever hesitate to side with these killers, herein simply because they are like him. How about the head of the Janjaweed in Sudan? He was targeting blacks in southern Sudan, calling them Abid, which means black slaves. So a man like that should not be pursued, arrested, and tried simply because he's from Africa? Wasn't he killing Africans? Yes, indeed. These people would kill themselves if you were to call them blacks. Out of arrogance and ignorance, of course. They consider themselves Arab, superior in race for that matter, which is something they never learned from the Prophet of Islam, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That is stemming from their own arrogance and ignorance and disrespect for humanity for that matter. You know what, Yahya Jammeh? You will be arrested, chained, you will be put on a bulletproof jacket. You will be put in a helicopter, flown to a third-party country, and then finally be handed over to the ICC. Just bear in mind that Milosevic, like you, never recognized the ICC and never respected it. But he ended up there and died in a cell like a dog. Yahya, by the way, Hissène Habré was tried and sentenced to life in jail by Africans in Dakar. As far as Yahya Jammeh does not accept the ICC or respect it or honor it, he can then be jailed in Robo's Central Prison, Dakar. Yahya should stop talking and wait for his arrest warrant. Period. Thank you very much, brothers and sisters.